25, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Legends series, Avengers Infinity War, Captain America, or Nomad Cap, as I like to call him, which is a pretty cool name to me. And, he's got his beard, which Chris Evans has been wanting to just keep, because, he himself, I've noticed, likes to grow out a beard, and finally he gets to keep one in a movie. So, that's a good thing for him. Anyway, to the figure, you can get a nice look at the figure itself with, Thanos' head, and right away I do, there's a lot of talk, some talk on Thanos' head and how, extremely dark purple they made it, which I agree. It's too dark purple. In the movie, it's not anywhere close to that. There might be little shades of that color, but it's nowhere near that. But I don't really know if I'll be building the figure anyway, so if for some reason you don't want the Captain America and you want this head, I will definitely give it to you. So if you know my Instagram, RunHorn25J, go on there and go ahead and ask. Because I already have a Thanos, I just need to get one more action figure to make it. It's the one from a while back, a few years ago, but I'm not one to buy up Marvel Legends like crazy, so I still haven't made. And I easily could just go on Amazon and, get the figure that is needed for the left or right leg, I think. I think it's the right leg. So, yeah. Alright, to the review. On the side, nice picture of Captain America with his nice beard once again. And on the other side, it's pretty much the same picture. Yeah, so, and then on the back, there is a nice picture of him, again, with, his... I don't know why I keep mentioning the beard, it's just, I like Captain America with a beard for some reason. He's not the beard kind of guy, but, he looks good with a beard. And from the streets of Brooklyn to the intergalactic stage, Steve Rogers defends justice as Captain America. De Brooklyn, I'm not doing that, alright, yeah, alright, so let's get this figure out. Also, I did forget to mention there was the Thanos right there. And I wouldn't mind having that, but if I would, it's just that purple. Yeah, something about how dark it is, it just looks very strange to me. In of these action figures, I would want the Iron Man and the Spider-Man, maybe Taskmaster. Said that kind of weird. And I have no idea who is this. Songbird, I've heard of her. Don't really know anything about her. Serpent Society, no idea. And I've heard of that guy. Yeah, that name kind of sounds familiar, but you see, this is why I don't sometimes build figure waves, because I don't just like to... It would have to be like the Rhino action figure. Like that, I've thought of... There's maybe 3 or 4 in there that I don't care for at all, but I would get them just to make the Rhino. It's just some of them have gotten expensive because of that reason. But anyway, let's get Cap out of the box. Alright, so here he is out of the box, and he's got that new action figure smell. As always, I will be showing the accessories first, but I would like to say that in the package, his head sculpt, I didn't really get a good look at it in the package as much as I did out, but I was kind of disappointed when I looked in the package because he's more blonde, but I really do. I like the brown that they went with the kind of somewhat of a blonde on the beard more than the hair, so I think it's alright. This would have been maybe a little better, but that's not really a complaint, and it's an easy fix, especially if you can, paint. Well, fine, but I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I'm completely fine with it. And I am not a customizer, and like I said, this head sculpt here is actually a really good head sculpt, just as itself, the way it looks. It's really well done. You see there. But and they just got all the little details in there. And looks fantastic. It's just the color, and I'm pretty sure there's people out there that have customized this to the color of their liking. But I'm not that type of person, so and I don't really do customizations, so not me. But he comes with just 2 fists, much like a lot of the other ones, which they look nice, you know, pretty standard, and they do match his skin tone, so that's good. Here, the figure itself, I guess I should take this out of his hand, the new shield. Lay him over there. So here that is, and it also looks nice. So it's got nice texturing there. It's kind of got a rubbery feel. It's harder right here, which is good, because if this thing was like more rubber-ish over here, then he wouldn't be able to hold it very well. So that's nice. It doesn't have like move or anything at all, which that's a good thing in my opinion. And he does, I'm not completely sure, but from what I can tell in the movie, he can actually take this apart in some way, I think. Judging definitely on that he only came with one, and I've seen in the Avengers War trailer, he is holding just 2 small ones on each arm, so I'm pretty sure you take this off right here, see, and he can have like that in half. I think. Maybe I need to look more into it, but either way, I mean, this shield looks pretty nice, and he holds it very well. So, alright, now to the articulation on the figure. It's pretty standard articulation. Arm can swivel back. Arm can go up that much. Swivels up here at the bicep. Somewhat double jointed at the elbow. It's good enough. Swivels at the wrist, goes up and down at the wrist. Head fully rotates. You can look down that much, which I would say that's enough. And he can look up quite a ways, which I feel he's going to be doing a lot of that in the movie, since they will be getting attacked by otherworldly things. I think he'll be looking up a lot, and also Thanos is kind of tall, so there's that. It does have a ab crunch, and you can also make it look like he got kicked in the back. And it does have a nice waist swivel. Legs go forward, back, in a little bit, and out, but not enough to really do the splits. It's about as much as a normal man can do the splits. Any man that can do the splits normally can do it this way. And if they are doing that, then I would suggest staying away from them, because they are probably viners, and those are not the kind of people that need to be anywhere near. So anyway, on topic, leg is double jointed there. He swivels at the boot cut here, and the foot does go up like a tiny bit forward, but it's in the right position enough, so if you want to get him in a good running pose, his leg can go back enough. So I think that's still possible without his leg actually moving a lot. And then, actually, you know what? It does have articulation there, I believe, and I think I might have it flipped around or something. I'm not completely sure. But I think there is articulation there, yeah, but mine is not moving. I think the paint, I need to put this in some hot water. By the way, there's a tip. Put in hot water so it can move. And, I mean, the ankle pivot is working, but the ankle going forward and back is not at the moment. So I think there is some dried paint in there, so I'd be cautious of that maybe when you get this figure, if you get this figure. So, I will be definitely fixing that, and right now I will do size comparison. Alright, so here he is next to the Captain America Civil War Bucky, or Winter Soldier, whichever you might want to call him. And I always thought that this figure was a little on the tall side to begin with, which, as you can see, is taller, and his shoulders are broader. Which it's okay, I guess, if you're taking pictures, but you can tell the obvious difference here. And actually, Sebastian Stan and Chris Evans are actually both 6 foot. So if that means anything, if continuity with your action figure taking or standing on shelves, then this is going to be a problem. And they will most definitely come out with, if they haven't already, I haven't really checked or anything, of Winter Soldier from Infinity War. I don't think they have yet, but they definitely will, no doubt, and hopefully they will use better size, because, I mean, this is okay, like I said, but anyway, here he is next to a standard-sized comics Marvel Legends, or Legends series, whichever you want to call it. Alright, he's standing up fine. And yeah, that's about the size, you know, he's good for that. So I'm assuming in this series, they're all going to be, you know, within the correct size of each other. And just for 2 more, here he is next to another comic version of Wolverine, obviously, since we never seen him in a suit like this in the movies, so. And then here he is next to an actual, like, fully, like, 6-inch Black Series 6-inch Han Solo, which I would say that's a good size, but if we're actually thinking realistic, in the movies, Captain America is supposed to be 6'2", and he is in the comics, but Harrison Ford is actually 6'2", so realistically, you'd probably be switching these heights here, but that doesn't actually matter. What more matters is these two actually go good with size, and so do these. And like I said, he's okay, but not perfect. It would look very strange. And also, the way they did this, like, it's so weird. Like, look how, holy crap, it's so bendy that I'm not doing a review on this, but, I mean, jeez. I don't know why they made that like that. It's not a huge problem, but it's just kind of weird. They've never done that before. But now let's get to some of the detail. And just before I get to the detail, the fist, just fits in there nice. Just show, you just, like every one of them, you just give it a few twists, and then you can just pop the other one back in. And that's the one I'm going to keep in there mostly, so we can hold his shield. Alright, now to some, one problem they need to fix is, you can still do the waist swivel, and then have this more down and, like, have it in place, but, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter if this moves too much, so that's not really even a complaint. Alright, so, now to detail, like I said before, the head sculpt looks fine. In certain lightings, it looks red, almost like Obi-Wan Kenobi, as you can see, like, right here, which does bother me a little bit, but not too much. And like I said, I would definitely, since this is a Captain America action figure, and I like Captain America, I would definitely, if I felt the need, would go in there and do some, paint it up in the best of my ability, to make it look a little nicer. And I'm sure a lot of people will be doing that, since a lot of people are good at that stuff, and, they, want their figures perfect, which I do too, but, sometimes they just aren't, and sometimes I don't do anything about it. But anyway, so head sculpt does look like, I would say it's an okay likeness to Chris Evans. They put some gloss on the eyes, which actually, did it, but I think they got a little on the eyebrow there, so you can see the little gleam. But it came out nicely. And then they actually did the rips with that scale looking thing underneath his suit, which I love that they actually added that, like in the comics and such. And there's sleeve rolled up, nice crinkles there, and the back, nice details, and more crinkles in the clothes and such. It looks very nice. This hand also looks nice. It's pretty good. Pants look nice as well. And so do the boots. So pretty basic, what you would expect out of a Legends, which is not a bad thing at all. What I expect out of a Legends series, Marvel Legends series, is good. So, and they normally are. And this is a good figure. And if you like Captain America, this is a figure you definitely want to pick up. I would say. And how to put this in there is what I do is that, because seriously, it'd be very impossible. And then his fingers will start to actually just curl around there. See, there we go. And then just have him posed. And I do, after this review, need to put his legs in some hot water. And I mean like hot where it steams, and put it in like a cup. And so, if you ever feel an action figure is starting to do that, never actually go and try it, because I actually, a while back, was doing a review on a Predator, an Elder Predator, and I broke the figure in the review and never put the review on YouTube. But I've mentioned it several times while doing NECA reviews. So, there is the Nomad Cap, or, Infinity War Captain America. So, yes, fantastic figure. I will give this figure a 5 for what it is. As I normally do, it's very rare I get a figure that is below a 5 most of the time, because I know what I like, and I don't just go buy a bunch of stuff, just to see how it is. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Got a clone video coming soon, and yes, alright, stay tuned.
Was a leech hair when the war's on. Bloodthirsty when the dogs put their paws on. You go tell the medic, go a little bit of pause on. Put them on the battlefields where they dead. And ignorant niggas